you want to fight right now?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to get Elver to punch your face in.
It'll be my first time. Yeah, was that Nancy Byrne about King 5X or something?
I don't know. I misclicked pre. I tried 4-betting jacks to, it was like 1750, and I dropped to 500, and I made it 1250, which is like almost a min raise, and she flatted, and I'm like, this is fun.
And how deep were you?
It was like 8K deep.
Okay.
Flop came out king high. Like, the problem with Nancy is that she will barrel through hands, so like, I pretty sure I see bet she called, and I checked the turn, and I check folded turn.
She
will
think we gotta check call that turn.
That's what everyone tells me.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
sure
we
you're
gotta check
right.
call that turn. As I was watching, I was like, yeah, we gotta check call this turn here. She just has she has so many in her range that
It's definitely like consensus
don't contain a king.
Does I need to be just like check calling
down?
Yeah,
for sure.
My driver, like
it's a lot of money.
Play
you
cash
don't,
that big.
It's
you
like
don't
play 25-50.
No, it was like
a lot easier
terrifying
said
to
than
like
done.
4-bet and then try to just like play a guessing game for $10,000.
For sure. And I don't blame you for that reason.
I don't think I've ever heard of her name. Who is she?
She plays in Florida a little bit.
She's how old?
And circuit.
She's here. I saw her for event 1. I don't know how old she is.
But she definitely barrels. Like, she's capable of being like, okay, 1,800 on the turn, 4K on the river. And I'm like, I'm thinking, am I really putting 6K in on like a hunch, which I really didn't know I was. And I was like very aware of it.
You don't know if she's going to barrel river, though.
She 3-bet
from the button, and I 4-bet. She 3-bet. I 4-bet from the blind.
Oh, was it a 4-bet?
Yeah, from the under the gun.
I thought it was
That's
single.
what I'm saying,
I thought it was single raised.
And she had, what was her hand?
I didn't even see the stream.
7-3 or something.
She hit a pair.
8-5.
Yeah, she had a pair.
Yeah, that's what it was. She had 8-5 of spades on the
king 5
deuce.
I don't hate you for check folding. I mean, I think it's better to check fold turn than like check call turn, check fold river, you know?
Yeah, like, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that's what I'm going to be doing, and she's very capable of just barreling all the way. Without really thinking that, like, when I'm, like, basically min 4-betting from out of position, that I probably have aces or king. That was my problem with the hand. It stinks to be told after the hand that everyone's like, well, I would have done this. I'm like, well, yeah, I made a mistake, you guys. Leave me alone.
It's a lot easier. Yeah,
it's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier to do as a spectator than in-game, obviously.
Ryan on the button.
Okay, still hanging.
I'd like to see how Ryan recovers from that one. And I wonder if he has friends that are watching this that will let him know what he had.
Probably.
1.2 million is the bet. David is on the small blind. Folds to the big blind.
That hand was weird. Like, he very well could have flopped the nuts in that hand. The way it was played, like, time it's like his shove is so polarized, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that ace easily can hit Ryan, like the way he played his hand. It's like, I don't know. It was cool that he had the right. He had to be thinking, like, what combination of hands could you possibly have that, like, that can shove that river for value, and there's so
He calls
few.
turn, you have to think he has showdown value.
Yeah.
What portion of his showdown value hands is he turning into a bluff as a shove on ace river?
Over the small blind. Young is the big blind.
Because you think at some point in the hand a set was going to put pressure on and not just let him get there. So it's
I mean, I think he doesn't have any sets on that river really ever.
It's so hard to make that call.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you watch someone's face and you know they're like fake tanking just in case they're folding the best hand. That was not a fake tank.
No,
that was like
that
I'm 1 second away from just putting chips in and being like puking if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I have to correct myself at first. I thought he was posturing, but then you can tell that was genuine tank. He really wanted to call there.
Sandwich Surprise writes, predictions on how the boss hand affects Young and Ryan's games, both before they find out the cards and after.
Ryan folds.
That's a good question.
That's what I was just saying. That's going to be interesting to see, you know, when he finds out that he had 7-5, how he reacts
he's going to feel about that.
I still think Ryan.
Where are you seeing that?
I still think Ryan has the upper hand in some way. I think he has more aggression in him. And
dude, if I'm Young and I find out that that's the hand he tanked with, I'm scared to play any hands against him again.
Yeah, over limps here. Interesting to note, Kenny folded Queen Jack off onto the gun with 4 million, which is, I don't know, 7, 8 big blinds.
6 2/3 big blinds.
Yeah, I don't.
No, yeah, I rip. It's a rip.
Yeah, he's
the
shortest stack.
Yeah, it's an auto rip for sure.
Yep.
Elver Elver just lumping the small blind with ace-5 off. I'm pretty sure I would just take this
Thanks for that.
spot blind versus blind to just shove.
What's his stack right now?
He has like 20 bigs, a little bit less to start the hand. I think I would just shove.
You have under the gun with 5 big blinds.
Yeah, so who, Kenny?
Yeah.
Kenny, yeah, he had 4 million, so he had like 6 and a half or
thanks for
something.
call. Turn is a 7 o'clock.
Elver bet min on the flop, which is fine.
Overcheck.
With his middle pair. Now Byung has a bit of an interesting decision. I think I would just be betting here.
Just, yeah.
Easy to say that I see what Elver has, but I don't think Elver's ever checking a
Use the spade as the river.
a 4. Really tough for him to check call.
Oh, he did a little fake. Tried to fake him out.
Yeah, I think I'm just like betting. When someone does that, I'm just betting millions.
Yeah.
You know, with that thing, I think I'm gonna make a big bet because it seemed like he didn't want him to bet.
I need to learn these like reverse moves to try to get dip thrown a bet tons.
And then like online, whenever anyone like is like snapping turn, I feel like it's a lot of times they don't want you.
They're trying to slow you down so you don't barrel again.
Yeah, but a lot of times it works out against me, and they just have like this set. That happened at PCA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think Elvier's making the call there.
Yeah, nice hand by Jung. He just, I mean, he could have definitely taken the route of betting the turn, but he didn't. He took the route of, which he did in the other hand too. You know, he could have taken it away earlier. It seemed like too, which I usually like to do, but it worked for him.
Button moves over beyond the small blind. Brian will be the big blind. And he's out, please.
Yeah, a lot of feedback from that hand. Everyone really enjoyed watching that. It was a very interesting hand.
Cards are in the air. Kenny will be first to act.
Angel says, despite Tank folding the 8-5 on the river, I think Ryan Long's still going to win. That was an impressive sick hand.
Over to David.
I might have to agree with
Yeah,
that.
he might start playing with even more confidence once it confirms that his read was
so
on.
Good.
Yeah, that'll probably, you know, he'll be disappointed a little bit that he didn't pull the trigger, but to know that, you know, his read was spot on is.
And that you almost make it in a huge equity spot is cool. Like to be able to still.
Limping the button over.
That's a very hopeful limp that they're just going to want to play a flop.
Yeah. I think you can. I think if you're young, you can attack this.
Yeah.
Even from the small blind.
Beyond pose.
Whoa.
Wow.
Finally,
Good
Brian
luck.
gets a
Byung knew. Byung knew.
Yeah.
What's Elver looking at, sitting at right now? 20 bigs?
A little bit less.
Less than 20 bigs.
It's at 600K
What do you
right
do
now.
here
That's
for
right, okay.
Brian?
Pile.
Min?
You don't have a choice but to pile.
You do.
It looks stronger if you raise.
Yeah, but we're talking about this guy.
They're not thinking that
professional.
though.
Yeah, like this is a time where I think
reg versus reg. Yeah, we pile.
1 million.
This is a spot where I don't think you need to be balanced. It definitely looks stronger, but
yeah, Elver's gonna see a flop here.
people are like get like that when they limp is they're like, oh, this guy's just trying to like attack my limp.
Yeah,
even though this
because
guy
he's very aware how weak the limp looks.
hasn't played.
But then why do it in
once.
the first place? It doesn't make any sense.
Agreed, but Ace King 3 board maybe.
Elver's a professional boxer, and I'm not gonna question his limping tendencies.
He can do what he wants.
He can limp away, man.
7 of diamonds.
So now Brian's just gonna
Action burn.
probably rip. And he does, and Elver's folding.
Elver folds. Brian takes it down.
Nice hand, Brian. Nice no-shove pre. Got some value there.
Yep.
What's his name would have flopped a flush if he had limped or
Yeah,
10
Ian.
deuce. I think if small blind limps, Brian goes all in.
Yeah. I feel like Ryan's going to catch a run of cards because he's had just complete utters the entire final table. He's due for something.
He had like a half hour where everything went his way.
Who,
With
Ryan?
the fives, yeah.
Yeah,
Fives
yeah, he
versus
ripped the
queen.
fives.
Like
No, wait, I'm not talking about Ryan. I'm talking about who just won the pot.
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna run a little bit hot.
Ryan will be first to act.
Because of do theory? You're not,
Just
you're
like,
not a
yeah.
streak theory, you're a do theory. Okay.
I don't believe in do theory.
Ryan folds.
How do you explain your 20K fantasy
I was
win?
literally just gonna say, says the guy who
Yep.
won a fantasy basketball 7,100 player.
That's
and
Wow, really?
That's so
That's
cool.
sick.
yeah,
That was
like
DraftKings?
2 days ago. Yeah,
Nice.
$20 buy-in. 7,100
Wow.
runners.
That's
We
a nice return.
just come in first place. Numero
Tough
one.
to win 1,000 buy-ins at something.
Yeah, I tried real hard.
So we're seeing
Skill
folds.
game.
We're seeing folds from the button from
Brian
10-4
announces
offsuit.
all in.
Oh, he was up against 2 short stacks. That's fine, I guess.
Brian covers and shoves threes.
And Kenny's got a call.
I like
here
it.
for sure.
If I'm Kenny, I am calling. Does he have five and a half, almost 6 bit?
Yeah, I mean, this is just complete gold to be dealt.
Yeah. Wow.
He folded?
Face up.
Shows the ace of spades.
What?
Folds. Brian takes it down.
If I'm Brian, I'm very happy about
That's-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Wow, what are you waiting for?
Well, it's a lot of money they're playing for, and
Yeah.
not
And
everyone is, you know.
And in Kenny's mind, he's like, this guy has been the tightest player all day, and he just instantly shoved. You know, Kenny's not an experienced player, clearly, so he probably doesn't see that. Like, this guy's like he's like a nit, but he also clearly knows shoving and stuff like that, you know.
Exactly.
And he probably just doesn't understand that.
Owns and operates a gold business. That's more than I can say for myself.
Yeah.
Cards are in the air. Action will start with David.
Business? Is that what you said?
Gold. Oh, well,
Just kidding. I'm not hating on Kenny. Kenny seems like, doesn't Kenny look like the most fun to hang with?
yeah. If I want to hang with anyone, it's Kenny for
Yeah.
sure. And maybe Elver from
I was gonna
going
say,
out.
I want to
Yeah,
hang out with the
Elver.
boxer. I like bodyguards.
Albert folds.
That's something live, just like shoving wider ranges than Nash ranges is a good idea because people
just
do
aren't
not
calling
like to call off.
correctly.
Don't. Like, people even who know that they need to shove wider and do shove pretty
Yeah,
wide
raises.
still won't make loose calls.
1,200,000.
Brian folded 4s there. I don't know. I think I might have taken that spot actually as a shove spot with his 15.5 bigs or whatever it was.
Brian folds. Kenny folds.
Young
Now
is definitely opening one of the widest.
But
I
now
mean,
there's
he's been
two
tight.
extremely short stacks.
Yeah.
You can't. I think you just need to
Brian
fold
makes
now
the call on the small blind.
get 2 pay jumps. There are 2 stacks that are 6 big blinds or
Big
less.
Is it?
You literally can't touch a chip until you have a premium hand right now if you're a middling stack.
Ryan snap flats and says, I
That's
got
up
this
to the
guy, let's
flop.
go. He's over him, man.
Oi.
And a heart.
Ryan's over
Heart.
being
Well, that's an
Brian
action
checks.
flop. Let go.
9 of hearts on the turn. Ay.
8 of hearts on the river.
Whoa.
Beyond bets.
Interesting to see what Ryan will do here. Face this bet. Why don't I call lead maybe?
Ryan makes a call.
Round 2.
Ding.
River card is the 5 of hearts.
Hey,
That
Yeah.
would be the turn.
I think Ryan may lead this turn actually if he. I mean, I obviously don't.
I
know this
wouldn't.
game super well.
I wouldn't fault. I wouldn't fault him for it necessarily.
Yeah, his hand's pretty good.
Do we think he knows already about the 8-5? I don't think so.
No, that was not
yet.
half hour ago.
No, not yet.
Yeah, so I like Ryan's line here. for sure.
Ryan bets.
It's just, again,
$2
very
million,
unfortunate for him that he's running into it.
Mm-hmm. Good sizing. I think it's could be a bit awkward if he gets.
Oh, here we go.
Called.
We're gonna check for suits, make sure we have it. Yep, that's the nuts.
And Byung's not going to raise. I highly doubt.
I would very much like to see a flat call out of Byung. Let's keep his bluffs in. We have the stones
And you know that
against
Ryan's
the guy
already
that was
over
just
it. He's
itching
super
to
over
call
it.
a shove with
Yeah.
an 8 in a
Yeah,
3
this
bet
could be
pot.
really interesting though if the river gives him some help.
Ooh, he is
No.
reaching for no.
That's not going to be good.
I'm really surprised that he's going to raise because I feel like he's got some post flop skill. This guy, Byung.
I think he's counting on Ryan
Yeah,
being
puts
super
it
over
right.
him right now.
Yeah.
And
With
hoping that he has
any
like 2
form of
pair or straight already.
I mean, Ryan is pretty. I mean, overall, he seems fairly oi.
Yeah.
In how he's played the whole day.
Just that we have the stones. I want him to blast the river.
Yeah, you got me thinking. What does Ryan have?
Yeah,
here,
what
you know?
what is Ryan? I mean, I guess Byun is thinking that his range in this spot is so heavily weighted towards flushes or hands that just aren't going to fold to this raise. I guess that is what he's deducted. But
In spots like this, I feel like you really just have to pound a river instead. You're gonna this is too scary to have to call 2.6 million on the turn and then thinking that the river is gonna be like a 6 million chip bet, and I just don't think people can call a light here at all, and you have the nuts. So I think it's like a little too ambitious to think that you're gonna be able to like scoop this guy's whole stack.
are you arguing against or for a flat?
I'm arguing for a flat.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm
agree.
saying on the river you could just size your bet really
God, he
big
made
and make
big,
up for
too.
not raising your turn.
He raised.
Yeah.
He made a big raise. To 2.3 to 6.5.
Guess he just thinks that, I guess his line of thinking is that, if he has any sort of value hand, he just tried to hear me before, he'll probably do it, if he has a value hand again, he's probably going to be over it and just not fold it this time. Unfortunately for him, Ryan just has king high. Pretty good looking king high, but
He's thinking about it.
oh man, that'd be a disaster
Yeah,
for
he
him
could
if he
just
just had
rip.
to
I mean,
rip.
yeah,
I mean, then we're all idiots and Byung's a genius.
Yeah.
He called.
Wait.
Makes the call.
Wow,
6.5 million.
he's super oi.
Yeah. This is a bit of a fright.
Yeah, I would not be doing this.
Let's just hope he doesn't get there.
Yeah, man. Just like the
He's gonna
black,
get there.
the
He's gonna
black
get
9 on the river.
Yeah. Any heart, any ace, any 9, and he's getting stacked.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the with how big the.
And being out of position, this is like
Yeah,
a tragic
Yeah,
hand.
it's
Byung saying don't pair the board.
really not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
River card is the 7 of
So he's
diamonds.
gonna get away from it.
Just check fold, Ryan.
Ryan checks.
And Byung is just gonna shove. I would.
Mhm.
Oh, he only started. Yeah, he's definitely gonna shove. Yeah, I think Ryan's ego got in the way a bit. If I had
Yeah.
to guess, he doesn't want to be bossed by Byung.
Beyond announces
And
all in.
it's more in his head, I think.
Quickly folds.
Obviously, it's more in his head than what's actually happening.
Yeah, he's super over it. Jamie, go give him that hug you were talking
He
about.
needs one.
Yeah,
That's all he needs right
I'm
now.
sure he'd like one too.
But it moves over to Kenny. Ryan is the small blind. David will be the big blind.
Well, maybe I'll say after that hand that Ryan would have had the edge there. I think we went 0 for 3 on that.
I can't imagine making the turn call out of position.
No, of course not.
He doesn't have a plan. Like, do you really think if you're ahead and a heart hits that you're going to get value out of your hand? Like, if a black 9 hits and you lead, like, what are you expecting to happen? Like, I was, like, super hopeful. Like, just, like, help, I have a draw.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was more or less gambling
Goes in there,
for
Ryan's
gambling's
small
sake.
blind, David is the big blind. Over will start off the action.
Emotions are high. Playing for a lot of money.
I think
He's
that
getting
hand is
pushed
still
around.
in his
Oh,
head.
of
That
course.
was a really
How could
tough
it not?
hand.
How could it not?
Over folds.
This is like the third time that Byung's just had mountains.
Yep.
It's the strongest thing ever too when someone's not done stacking their chips and they're raising the next hand.
Yeah. Unless
Has it ever
unless you have
been
a
light? Like
yeah, me all the time. If I mean like unintentional level. If I see a hand I like, I'm just
yeah.
Young makes the raise. 1 million.
You saw that tweet of Jesse Cohen when he was eating his sandwich and says
Which
Cohen
one?
puts his sandwich down
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and 5 bets, and I was like, oh my god.
yeah, that was
Fold
funny.
everything.
Yep. Brian give.
I feel like stacking chips from your last pot and eating a sandwich and putting it down reads that you have a real hand if you raise.
Brian has 15 big blinds here. Okay, I like the
Brian
fold. Go
folds.
fold.
Fold for the penny on the button. Folds. Ryan folds. David on the
Okay,
big
Ryan snap folded the queen 5 of diamonds.
Folds. Young takes it down.
Yeah, he's ravaging.
Yeah, it's a Byung show.
He's cashing 3 straight Borgata opening events. He actually final table this event over the summer.
Wow. Very good.
He had unfinished business with event 1 Borgata.
I feel like there's so much to be said for like mindset and like feeling confident in any specific tournament and like ending up doing well in it.
I agree.
You know, I feel like that about 100 quad on stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
so
like
funny.
That's your bird.
it's just that's my bird.
That was a good
That's your bird?
structured tournament.
Yeah, that's my bird.
I like the 100 cubed on full tilt during the week that they used to have. 6 max 100 cubed before Black Friday.
I don't think I've ever cashed in that one.
Me and Jesse
Brian
Cohen,
folds.
J Master used to crush that. It's funny because I don't think I was very good
And
at all at the
goes all
time,
in.
but that tournament was just
Yeah.
Brian
something
folds.
about it.
Byung's got to be opening that king 10 off under the gun. There's no reason.
David folds.
Not
small
to.
blind. Over
Just
folds
felt like
big
he was winning
blind.
too many pots in a row. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Once again.
Nah, go for it, boy.
folds
Kenny
eight.
getting some through. He's gotten.
There he is.
Brings up
So
to a
he
20
had
minute
the ace
break.
deuce there. Didn't want to call off the ace 9, but
Yeah.
didn't mind